Hi there, and welcome. I'm so glad you're joining me today. In this episode, we'll enjoy a mysterious and exciting story called A Mysterious Letter in the Mail. It's a great way to practice your English listening skills and explore new vocabulary. Get comfortable, take a deep breath, and let's dive into the story together. It was an ordinary Tuesday afternoon when I walked home from work, a little tired from the long meetings and endless emails, but still enjoying the soft breeze of early autumn. The leaves on the trees were beginning to turn yellow and orange, and I could hear children laughing in the park across the street as I approached my front door. When I reached the mailbox, I pulled it open without much thought, expecting the usual stack of bills, advertisements, and perhaps a package slip. But there, among the routine envelopes, was one that stood out immediately. It was an old-looking envelope, made of thick beige paper, and my name was written on it in elegant, looping handwriting I didn't recognize. There was no return address, no stamp, no postmark, just my name, and a faint scent of lavender that lingered on the paper. I stared at it for a moment, puzzled, then took it inside, placed the rest of the mail on the kitchen counter, and sat down at the table with the mysterious letter in my hand. Carefully, I opened it. Inside was a single sheet of paper, folded once, and on it was a message that read, "What was lost is waiting. Come to the place where the clock never ticks." That was it, no name, no signature, no explanation. At first, I thought it might be some sort of prank, maybe even a mistake. But something about the message stirred a memory deep inside me. The words, "where the clock never ticks," felt oddly familiar, like a whisper from the past. I reread the note several times, my mind racing with questions. Who sent this? What was lost? And what place could it be referring to? I stood up, pacing the room, trying to think. Then, like a flash, it came to me, my grandfather's study. When I was a child, I used to spend weekends at his old house in the countryside. He had a small study filled with books, odd antiques, and a large wall clock that never worked. I used to ask him why it was broken, and he would always smile and say, "Some clocks are meant to stop time, not keep it." Could that be the place? He passed away years ago, and the house had been locked up ever since. I hadn't been there in nearly a decade, but now the memory of that room came rushing back. Feeling a mix of curiosity and excitement, I decided I had to go. The next morning, I took the day off, got in my car, and drove the 2 hours to the house. The road was quiet, and as I got closer, the scenery became more and more familiar. The house was just as I remembered, slightly overgrown, with ivy climbing up the sides, but still standing strong. I walked up the creaky steps and unlocked the door with the old key I had kept on my keychain all these years. The inside smelled of dust and wood, and everything was covered in white sheets. I made my way to the study, pulled back the sheet that covered the furniture, and there it was, the clock on the wall, still frozen at 4:17. The air felt different in that room, heavier somehow, as if time had truly stood still. I looked around, unsure of what I was searching for. I examined the bookshelves, the drawers, the old globe, but nothing stood out. Then I noticed something strange. The rug beneath the desk had a small corner folded up. I bent down and lifted it, revealing a small metal trapdoor in the floor that I had never noticed before. My heart beat faster. With some effort, I opened the hatch and found a narrow wooden staircase leading down into darkness. I hesitated for a moment, then took out my phone to use the flashlight and descended carefully. At the bottom was a small room I never knew existed. It looked like a hidden archive, filled with boxes, papers, and old photographs. I explored slowly, shining my light on everything, until I found a small wooden box with my name carved on the top. My breath caught. I opened the box and inside was a bundle of letters, tied together with a red ribbon. The letters were all from my grandfather. He had written them to me over the years, but never sent them. They spoke of his life, his regrets, his love for me, and secrets he had kept hidden, about the family, about things he hoped I would understand one day. Tears filled my eyes as I read. He had known I would find them, somehow. At the bottom of the box was a photograph of him standing in front of a lighthouse I didn't recognize, with a note on the back that said, "Find the light when the path grows dark." I spent the rest of the day reading every word, feeling closer to him than I ever had before. The mysterious letter had led me to something I didn't know I was missing. It wasn't just about secrets or puzzles, it was about connection, about remembering where I came from. Before I left the house, I took the letters with me and locked everything else back the way it was. On the drive home, I thought about the lighthouse in the photo. Was it real? Was there more to discover? Maybe this was just the beginning. I didn't know who sent the letter or how they knew to send it to me now, but I was grateful. It changed something in me. That night, as I sat in bed rereading my grandfather's words, I felt a quiet peace. The past wasn't lost, it was waiting, just like the letter said. Thanks so much for listening. I hope you enjoyed the story and learned something new today. Keep practicing your English every day, little by little, you're getting better and stronger. Take care, and I'll see you in the next episode. Bye for now.